right, so I believe this is it. This is recording time. Hey everybody, Jeff Pollard here with Emily Elmer Walker, and we're going to talk bees. Emily is a colorist also, so comics, animation, all that jazz, but we're talking bees. So Emily, please say hello, and if you have any handles that you want people to check out, please feel free to say it, and I'll also put in the all the social media sites too. So.
Okay, looks like we have my special guest dog. She's... What are you doing, girl? That's Moxie.
Moxie?
Sea mouse.
All right. Love. That's usually how it goes, is when you do an interview or something, there's always a dog
She
or an
appeared
animal.
out of nowhere and of course just decided to join. Not bad. Of course. Okay. She's trying to take my shoelace. Girl, you have the worst timing, girl. Okay. Stop that. Drop it. Drop it.
Uh-oh, a little more distraction than we hoped for. So.
Okay, took the shoe from her.
How'd you get into bees?
Oh, crazy dog. Oh my gosh. Stop.
Are you able to talk and do this?
Yeah, she's just being a butthead. Stop, girl. Okay. So my social media handles. Do you want those first or?
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
So I have Strange Glue 6, which mostly has on Instagram, which has most of my beekeeping stuff on it. My art stuff is usually on Spiral Bound Arts, at Spiral Bound Arts on Instagram. And then I'm all over the place with social media. I believe you can find them all through my website, emilyelmer.com.
Okay.
So it's easy that way.
I definitely like that. All the links are there. So I'll post that also. So yeah. So, okay. I know a lot of people that love bees. They understand the importance of bees environmentally and just in general. So tell me how you got into it. Where did this
I think it was like something I was interested in, but didn't fully know I wanted to do it. And then I just started looking it up online one day. And I started looking. Moxie, stop it. Okay, go to your crate. Hold on 1 second. You gonna behave yourself?
This could be one of those like YouTube, outtake things.
She's just like, I want attention now. You're doing something? Pay attention to me. Okay.
So how'd you get started? What was the first step?
So I looked it up online just on a whim, and I found I think a Reddit page about beekeeping, and they had resources on there for books to check out, but mostly I found there's actually classes around. So I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. And they also had a beekeeping experience, so you could try seeing what it's like in the suit and everything, hanging out with the bees. And so I got it as a gift, actually. So then I got to do the little experience, and then I got to do the classes like a year later.
Are they like semi-affordable?
It's actually pretty affordable. It was like maybe $200 for a year of classes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And this is the Southern California area we're talking about. It could differ elsewhere.
Oh yeah, it's totally different. That's why I think you can't really watch YouTube and get like a sense of someone doing beekeeping in Minnesota as you would in LA, because there's a lot different climates and everything.
Okay. Also, they have to look up if your city allows it, right?
Yeah. So there's a lot of places that don't allow it, like where I'm at, because I'm in an apartment. So I have to do it at somebody else's house. in Culver City.
Okay.
Now I'm not sure if I want to say exactly where.
No. Just that's good enough.
Yeah, it's like Culver City. I think that's
Okay.
like
Yeah,
not
that's great.
specific enough to reveal where, but
Sure. But so you're able to like kind of once you started, you're able to actually kind of walk away from them, or do you visit them daily, or what do you do?
oh, I only see them every 7 to 10 days because you don't want to bother them
Okay.
because they'll sting you if you get in there too much, or if you're in there too long, or you're in there on the wrong day. Like if there's like a cloudy day, like it's cloudy now. It's supposed to rain today, so they want to keep their home nice and warm and cozy and not full of pests and everything. Like they look at me and I'm a big bear coming in there, and
Mhm.
it's not like it's their fault. Like people kind of demonize them, like oh no, and it's like well, they're just protecting their home.
Mm. Are they like, is there like a time of day, time of year, and all that where they're a little more friendly and you can get to work and do stuff?
Yeah, here in LA, like it's since it's pretty much good weather all year round. We don't have um, winters, so that's not a problem.
Neutral winners.
Like in other places, you have winter time, so you don't check the bees pretty much that whole time while they're in there. Um, but yeah, out here you check on them when it's nice and sunny out and not too hot.
You know what temp they need? Like an optimal condition?
Yeah, the temperature is usually like, ow, this dog's going crazy. Hold on 1 second.
Mhm.
Moxie, come here.
This is a first, everyone, where I got cut off, so I'll have to do like a juggling thing and
She's finally in the other room, so
okay.
she just wants my attention so bad.
Yeah, wow. Does she bark if you leave her in another room and lock the door?
Yeah, I mean
Perfect.
she's a puppy, so
Okay.
it's understandable.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so like obviously bees probably aren't the most productive in really cold environments. Do you have to buy a heat lamp for them or anything? Are they like a reptile or you need to do
No,
something like
it's actually really cool. They regulate their own temperatures. For one thing, they will take in the hive and they'll seal up any holes, and they can do it in the summertime too if it gets really hot, but maybe not. We had ridiculous heat in the summer this last year.
Mm,
There were some beekeepers that I was hearing their hives actually melted because it's wax. They're building up wax, so you kind of want to make sure to put your hive like in a good place, so in the
okay.
shade.
Do you have some kind of like exposed thing? Or I've seen some of these like fake, I don't want to say fake hives, but like the hive and then like a glass box surrounding it. Do you have
Oh,
that?
the oh, there's a name for those.
Right.
Observation hives.
Oh, okay.
Um, you can do that. It's not a problem. Like
Mhm.
they usually cover them, as I've seen, so the bees aren't disturbed all day.
Okay.
At least
Yeah, I just didn't know if like that's more for like urban people so they don't freak out their neighbors or anything.
I've
Do
been
they?
seeing a lot of like small hive things, and the thing about the small ones is you actually need a lot of space for bees. Like they need the space because
Yeah.
otherwise they will split up the hive and swarm. Swarming's when they have a lot of bees that um, they take a look at the amount of space they have, and then they say, okay, there's not enough room. They'll put the queen on a diet. She'll lay eggs to make another queen, and then they'll fly the coop with the queen. Um, and yeah, they'll take half the hive with them. And that's usually not a good sign for beekeepers.
Yeah,
That's when
right.
you leave them alone. That's why you need to check them every 7 to 10 days.
Okay. Just be that aunt who comes to visit every so often.
Yeah. Like you don't want to disturb them too much, but you don't want to leave them because then they will have that or they'll have problems with mites and everything.
Sure. So the big question I bet is how does one get started? So you want to do bees officially, you have a good space or place to put it. What next? What things do you have to purchase or get or what?
Um, I would say it. One thing that's been really helpful is I joined the LA County Beekeepers Association, and there seems to be an association or like a local thing for everywhere. Like there's even one for California in general, and they're all really helpful. Like they can help you get started, um, especially because having beekeepers, you want to have other good beekeepers because it can affect your hive. Because if someone's not checking on their hive and they get a bunch of mites, um, then the mites can come to your hive and destroy your bees.
Okay.
And
So
but yeah, like,
do you have like a branch? Like what is the beehive thing? I'm sure there's pictures we can see, but like describe it to me. Like what is it that has the bees?
um, honestly, like you can do a backyard one. Like mine's just in someone's backyard, and you need flowers and a water source for them, so they're not just going to some pool, which is bad for them. Uh, so yeah, I have just a little wine barrel that has water in it with like flowers, so they can rest on it. I know some
It's
people just
okay.
have like fountains with corks in it because corks float.
So yours is more natural. Like I'm assuming like a honeycomb cartoon situation, but you just have a sanctuary for bees.
Well, it's got the box, so there's a big box,
Okay.
and it's where all the queen lays the eggs. And there's a little feeder. You give them sugar water when they need food in the slower times like winter.
Okay.
And then there's another box where I have two. Some people have one just for the honey. I have two for the brood, the babies,
Okay.
and then I have a third one that's just for honey.
Okay.
And it looks like it's called the Langstrom hive, Langstraw hive,
Okay.
and they have like little dividers and everything. I can send you pictures and everything what mine looks like, and I mean I have my YouTube with the other videos.
Yeah, yeah, no, make sure to check all the links out for sure. But yeah, that's cool. So I guess kind of rolling into the final things, it's like what the people that want payoff, how long do you have to wait for honey?
Well, it depends on if you get. There are two kinds of packages you can get of bees. One has just the queen and a couple of her little attendants, and then there's another one that's basically like a small starter hive. The small starter hive you get a lot faster. That one's called a nucleus, and then the bigger one, and then the other one's a package. And I ordered a package, so it takes about a year usually for that one because they got to build up enough. Um, the package, I think, I mean the nucleus of bees, the one where it's more of them,
Mhm.
usually takes about like 6 months. I hear.
Oh wow. Is there a way to like once you have it started to kind of get a conveyor belt of weekly, monthly honey after that?
I think having more hives,
Okay,
having more
that's one
boxes on
thing.
there is good.
Okay, so it's
I just ordered.
definitely it has to be manufactured if you want honey on the regular.
I mean, I ordered more bees for this upcoming year,
Yeah.
and I ordered the nucleus of bees, so hopefully I'll get honey faster.
Okay. All right. I'll probably want to do like a part two of this for sure. I just feel like there's a lot more to dabble into and all that.
Yeah.
But final thing, would you ever let somebody pay you a lot of money to do like a candy man and just have a bunch of bees in your mouth?
Um, Considering how many times I've been stung lately, I
Probably
don't think so.
not.
I mean, they are friendly. I pick them up all the time, like with just my hands.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want them all like on there. Like one of them got me in the back of the neck just because I accidentally like stuck my hand back there
Yeah.
when I was taking my suit off. And
What what's the noise level?
Not too bad. Like at the noisiest, like somehow you can tell they're angrier like with the noise. I mean,
Mhm.
that's not their that's not the way that you tell they're mad usually. You actually know by smell and the way they're flying around at you.
Is it
Um,
like a white noise? Like right now, can you hear them in your room? Oh no,
um
they're in Culver City. They're somewhere else.
yeah.
So, but if you're with your friend's house or the person's house and you're hanging inside, would you be able to hear them?
No. They're very quiet. Like most people don't even know they're there. I mean, like I've gone hiking and there's some hives that I've gone hiking past, like a whole bunch of them, like maybe 100,
Mhm.
and you can only hear it when you're on top of it.
And now, finally, is there some kind of positive experience or joy you want to convey to people by being a beekeeper? What is it that you get from this that gives you pleasure?
I love seeing them happy and growing. It's kind of like having thousands of children. I mean, I don't really need children. I don't want children myself, but they're great. um, and something about it keeps you very much in the moment, and it's good. Like there's a lot of people doing it, and I think it's great uh, knowing that they're helping pollinate and do gardening as well. So it's the first time I was able to get a pumpkin growing. So I've never had that before. Um, yeah, no, I love every bit of it. Like, and it's made me aware of like native bee populations because I don't know if it's not that widely known that honeybees are actually not native to the U.S. Um, they've been here for a long time. That's why a lot of the bees are feral. But
Mhm.
yeah, the native bees are also important to worry about and take care of.
Okay.
So, like in my apartment, I have little home hotels and everything for them, and I put native flowers out.
Mhm. Well, yeah, no, it helps bring you closer to nature and all that. Well, thank you, Emily, for taking the time to talk bees real quickly with me. Yeah, like a lot of people are interested about this. It's a really fun thing. So I
Yeah,
will
you're
let
welcome.
you
It's
go.
great.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll talk soon in the future.
Yeah, I'll have to do another one.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.